Shalom, my name is Yeshua Yaakov from Jerusalem. I'm making this video. It's about the Hardball interview by Osama. The topic and subject is really everybody's got a prescription about how to quit smoking. Having done it, I will provide you something that I think might be useful. Okay, everybody's got a how-to. The question about quitting smoking, very difficult. All habitual addictions and dysfunctionality in the behavioral sense are very, very difficult, whether it be alcohol abuse, cigarettes, whatever. Having said all of that, let's get on with the prescription. Let me see. I was 35 years old. I'm now 65. So 30 years ago, I was blessed to quit smoking, and I was a heavy smoker and quite addicted and habituated to this rather nasty and dirty habit. Having said that, let's get to what I did. I'm a didactic scientist, as you may have heard or know, and with some modest accomplishments. Okay, being the author of Humanomics trilogy, its 2 first principles in cognitive behavioral science, Receive What You Give, and the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor that replaces the industrial model of division of labor, which is going to be the central organizing principle of the U.S. economy in your administration. Those are other videos that talk about that. Now the prescription for quitting smoking. It begins with what? In logic. What is the predicate and how is the suffix? Okay, it's the subset. So you got to have the what. And to be habituated to smoking, you have within your brain a program. And that brain was programmed by none other than you, the one that in giving to receive, that inhabited exile, which by the way is no longer, it's collapsed. The local reality was giving to receive. So the model of the program is giving to receive that acquired a program by which you smoke. Now let me translate and explain this. You want to quit smoking? Okay. The first thing you got to do is talk to yourself, and you got to work out a deprogramming dialogic with yourself. That this is a dirty habit. This is not for me. This is bad. It smells. My hands smell. My clothes smell. It's carcinogenic. It affects my lungs. It'll shorten my life. You've got to see this aberration of behavior as a choice that programmed you. That's no good for you, and you have to work and deprogram, and you do that for some 4 to 6 weeks, and at some time in the deprogramming, you spontaneously commit to the action, and it can be of your choosing in time. Well, I can only say what I did. After the deprogramming went on for about 5 weeks, one day in the house, and I was living in New Jersey at the time, in Scotts Plains, New Jersey. Had a big house, 3 cars, servants, a different life than living in Jerusalem. Okay, so one day I was, in my regular ritual, got up and had my cup of tea and my cigarette after breakfast, and so I'm looking for a cigarette. I go to the drawer, and there's the carton of reefers, or whatever the butts, and there's maybe there's 3/4 full the carton. So I open up and I take out a pack of cigarettes and I go to open it, and I say, wait a minute, it's time. This deprogramming has come full circle. I don't want this. I don't want this from. I don't want it. It's dirty. I don't want it. So I put the pack of cigarettes back in the carton, the box, the carton of cigarettes, and I took them and went outside and put them in the garbage can. The whole thing. And I went back and I said, that's it. I don't want. And there was a little voice whispered that said, oh. They're only just outside the door, the garbage can. You can always go and help yourself. I don't want. And I got interviewed all that day. I said, but you know, the garbage man is going to come and he's going to take that garbage can. He's going to take all your lovely packs of cigarettes away. I said, good. I should call him up right now and tell him to do it quickly. And no, so it stayed the garbage can for a day. And the guy came and they took away the garbage, and that was it. I have not smoked a cigarette in over 30 years. Thank God. So I'll summarize. The prescription for quitting smoking is logically derivative of the what, not the how. Everybody has a how, but if you don't get the what right, then the push to quit will be overwhelmed by a push back. So you got to get the right and the right program. You got to program your mind as something you don't want. And you got to, at the same time, you have to deprogram the mind that said, "Oh, this is okay, and it's all right, and it's not so bad," and you got to deprogram for 4 to 6 weeks. And once you feel that urge, really an urge, I don't want this, then you accept the identity of the speaker, the real you, and not the blinded one, the artificial, the impersonator you, which is a psychological manifestation of mind in giving to receive in exile. That's now collapsed, but we're still denying it, and that's why we have not yet inhabited the quantum reality of redemption. So that's how you begin to climb the ladder to inhabit the quantum reality of redemption, the real you. Say, I don't want this. This is ugly. This is dirty. This stinks. And you go over and over in your mind all of the things about smoking that are ugly, offensive, you don't like. It offends, it pollutes the air, it affects other people, it harms them, it harms you, your children. It's you go through the whole comprehensively. That's the deprogramming. Then you say, that's it. You choose on your own, and you do it in a kind of a spontaneous way, so you surprise the klippa, the non-authentic you, the manifestation of mind that the program of exile that says, no, it's okay. You do it spontaneously, so that you take that personality that's resident in you, that you still cling to in ground zero of the collapsed local reality of exile. You take that by surprise, okay? And you throw out the cigarettes and you just walk away from it and you never go back to it. And that's the what. And the how is the 1%. The what is the 99%. You got to deprogram your mind. That's it. I'm Yeshua Yaakov from Jerusalem. The author of Humanomics, its first 2 principles. The new cognitive behavioral science first principle is receive it to give. Receiving what? Receiving the real you, so you can quit smoking. To give the real you. To who? To you. Free of bad habits. Free from smoking. Free from the addiction to, and to give the same authentic you to your wife, Michelle, the girls, your family, community, everybody. Thank you for listening. I'm Yeshua Yaakov. Shalom.